That's it. And we are live.
Happy
Good morning.
Friday.
Good morning. Happy Friday. I don't know about you. I just don't know where the week's going. I can't believe it's Friday again. And here we are.
No.
It's been a good week. How's your week been, Michelle?
Just really quick. Just like boom.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, we're nearly on October.
You're going to tell me how many days till Christmas now, aren't you?
I don't know.
What?
Don't know. Not off the top of my head. But we are. I mean, we're less than triple. We're less than triple digits. Hang on, I can tell you because I
refuse to talk about Christmas until after Halloween. I'm like, no. Oh, we've moved to a neighborhood
90.
with loads of children, so we're going to be like, yay, we can Halloween 90 sleeps.
Yes, 90 sleeps. You can. Yeah, I live in a flat in a converted house, and the door is like down at the side of the house, so no one's coming. No one's coming to knock on the door. Although the fact that I have a dog that barks his head off every time somebody knocks at the door, that's probably
good.
Not a bad thing.
No. Yeah, no, there's loads of kids on the street, so we're gonna have to get some. So we moved from a place where there's like we're very much retired people were our neighbours, and we never get any. We've got maybe one every 2 or 3 years knocking, but now we're like, ooh, it's like we get dressed up.
Yes, get dressed up. But you have to put stuff outside and like some lights, because most parents now will only go to the houses that have like the decorations outside, like is an invite to come and knock on the door. So you need to put something out to let people know that you are welcoming a trick or treaters. And you just get dressed up. You'll have to take a picture and send it to me because I want to see. I want to say.
That's exciting. There we go.
Yeah. Although actually, to be fair, I'm not in on Halloween. I'm going to a tribute band night, and it's going to be fucking awesome. Excellent. And we're going to get all dressed up, go and dance my socks off in a sweaty little venue for several hours.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yes, it's going to be great fun. Anyway, welcome to WTF. I feel like we should have had that chat before we went live. Hello to our viewers. Welcome to WTF. We've been talking back. So this is the weekly podcast where Michelle and I will bring forth to all of you our worst moments from the patriarchy this week. We will dissect them, talk about why they're horrific, why we hate them. And then after we've done that, we will also share with you some examples of people who got their comeuppance and their karma after being objectively terrible people. So just to send you off on a bit of a high note.
Yeah, so don't ruin your entire weekend on a Friday morning.
Yes. We've been doing this now for well over a year. No, just over a year. Yeah, it's exactly 12 months. We're here every Friday at 10:30, never short of examples.
No, we have cool examples. We have so many of them. We're just like, oh no, we'll just leave that one by the side of the canal because that's a bit much, turns out.
Yeah. Yes, there are things that we don't cover on here, things that are just too vile or bad or serious, and we just don't feel like this is the right place, because we do try and keep a little bit of light-heartedness, gallows humor about this, just so that it's not entirely depressing. So if there are things that you think, I can't believe you're not talking about that, it's probably why. But yes, we do struggle to narrow them down, but because we can only have 3 each, because otherwise we'll never get through them.
We'll be here all day. No stuff to do.
Yeah, we got shit to do, got lives to live. Immediately after this is always go and lay in a dark room or watch Taylor Swift, because watching the Pretty Lady dance just cheers us up.
Yep.
Now, and I'm Felice, founder of Loud Women, and I exist to elevate and amplify women's voices through their personal branding and their messaging, while also trying to dismantle the patriarchy and tackle all of the ways in which women are kept quiet, which does not help them when they are trying to run their businesses or grow their followers.
Thanks for that. My name is Michelle Minikin. I am a psychologist, coach, author of the book Deep. Oh God, I'm going to start that again. I'm the author of the book, Good Girl Deprogramming. My brain was like about 3 sentences ahead. I'm like, oh, I should say that. I'm like, Michelle, you're trying to say what you're trying to say now. It's gonna go totally wrong. So effectively, what I do is I teach people the why behind why we don't show up, why we try and play as small as possible, and how society has us that way. So all of the different ways society keeps girls and women nice, kind, sharing, caring, nurturing, not aging, because wow, that's the worst thing we could possibly do. And yeah, so that's what I do.
And obviously, there's no surprise to why Michelle and I are friends and decided to do this podcast. So before we get into this week's examples, we have our usual segment, WTF, Weather This Friday. What's it like where you are, Michelle? So Michelle and I, if you're new here, are at opposite ends of the country. So our weather does tend to vary.
Yes,
so
I'm in the northeast of England. So went out to feed the rabbits this morning. It was fucking freezing. That is the technical term. But today it's going to get up to 16 degrees and we have sunny intervals and a gentle breeze.
Nice. I love how you're actually checking the weather forecast.
No.
I just look out the window and I go, it's cloudy and a bit chilly. No, I have a jumper on. This is probably the first time I've worn a jumper on here.
And a t-shirt underneath, because you showed me
I
that.
do have a I do have a t-shirt underneath.
And you showed everybody else it too.
Well, I got before we went live, I got on the call. Michelle went, show us your tits. So I did. But I have a t-shirt on underneath. This is why we're always late, because we just piss about 10-15 minutes before we start. So yeah, it's the first time I'm wearing a jumper, and I put the heating on in the bathroom, just in the bathroom. But yeah, the heat's come on.
Yeah, we haven't put the heating on yet. I'm just putting more and more clothes on, because it's just got layers, a blanket and thermal leggings.
Nice. Okay, let's get into it. And as always, guys, if you want to comment on things, if you want to share your outrage or your thoughts on any of the examples, please do chuck them in the comments. Just a quick reminder that everything that you comment, this is not a private space. Everything you comment is visible to everybody else on LinkedIn or YouTube. If you're dialing in from YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube.
It's like dialing in from the 90s on YouTube.
Yeah. Yes, we are live on YouTube and LinkedIn.
I haven't dared to look at any YouTube comments because I'm just like,
do you know what we had the first one got 0 views because obviously we haven't promoted it, we just go live. So unless somebody stumbles across us on YouTube. And the second one we got 67 views, don't know where they came from. The third one I think had 0 again, or 3. So yeah, we've not really got the numbers on YouTube yet to get the hate comments.
We had one dealing with that.
We had one comment that just said, "Great show, ladies," and I was like, "Cool." And I think that's it so far. That yes, normally YouTube's quite entertaining. That's why we got called Feminist Maniacs, wasn't it, over on YouTube?
Our band name came from YouTube. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. What's your first pick, Michelle? Are we going least worst to worst?
Yes. So this was sent in by Tom. Yeah. I'll wait till you show it.
It's the AI comment.
Yeah. It's so as you can read here, some gentlemen, and that's been very nice, basically said that females, as soon as somebody starts the word females, I know this is just going to be here we fucking go. Yes, females struggle with using AI due to logic, reductive reasoning, and linguistic clarity. You know what? Just to kind of take that sentence, on a whole, women are better at communicating. It's just kind of a thing. So whatever.
Yep.
They engage with AI in the same form they do in the outside world, narratives. As such, perform inferior to males. I don't even know what he's trying to get at. This is why they are using AI less, because they're spelt wrong. Performance is vastly inferior to males using the same tool. AI makes the gap between female and male heuristics, what's a big fancy word, absolutely clear. No, it fucking doesn't.
I mean, yeah. To be, I would, if this is me, I would have just responded with the right spelling of their. left it there. I like to just be a knob to these people.
And obviously, this I'm assuming male. We could probably figure it out.
Of
Joseph,
course
I think there's a Joseph, and anyway, on a woman's post who like literally uses, teaches, evangelizes, drives the AI narratives, and as her job, because of course. So yes, this is top level mansplaining, which was probably done by AI. Maybe not. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I was going to say he probably should have put this answer through AI, and then he wouldn't have had a spelling mistake in it. But yes, they just love to wander the internet and be like, that thing that like you're an expert in and literally do as your job. I'm going to explain it to you, even though I'm just a casual user. But I still know more than you because I'm actually Guy. And I like to just stop by women and go, actually.
The best ever video or post or whatever I ever saw about mansplaining is kind of just assume that they're like a toddler running up to their mummy to say, look what I just did. And you have to sort of meet them with that mummy toddler energy. It's like such a good boy. Well done for showing us all of the words, but obviously you need to learn how to spell.
Yeah. Yes. Because they are like children, isn't it? That's what kids do. It's like you already know this, that they come and show you something that they've learned or discovered, and you do. Like, you do. Oh my God, that's so amazing.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
I don't know why I turned into American mom then. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud.
Oh my God.
Okay. I love that for you. I remember when I first discovered that. I mean, like, good for you.
When I wrote the paper on it.
Yeah. There's that famous, wasn't it, the woman she's a psychologist, and she gave a talk on something, and some guy afterwards came up to her and was like, oh, that thing that you were just talking about, you should check out this paper or this study by so-and-so et al. And she was like, yes, I am so-and-so et al.
Yeah.
It's like, I literally wrote the fucking study, and that's why I'm up here talking about it.
It's like, use your ears, sweetheart.
Or maybe an even better example of that is I've seen men mansplaining to women what mansplaining is. That's the ultimate for me. That's peak mansplaining. A woman wrote a post about mansplaining, and a man commented underneath, correcting her to tell her what mansplaining was.
Oh, wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm going to go find the original post and find his comment.
Please do.
Whenever I see these, when people share like screenshots of a comment that they've had on other posts, I immediately go and find the original post just so that I can. Excuse me, mister.
I might be able to use this in my book.
I think you're a little bit of a knob, and here's why.
So rather excitingly, we have our first comment from YouTube.
Oh my God, and it's showing up in the thingy as well. Hi, Sarah. Hey. So glad to see this off LinkedIn. As it didn't feel safe to comment over here. Yes, because this is the thing. If you want to join, actually, if you are watching us on LinkedIn and you want to comment, head on over to YouTube.
Because nobody will see.
No, look for Loud Women. And you will find us over there. We are live on YouTube. So if you want to duck over there and share what you really want to say, feel free.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. It's exciting. Kathleen says, I think that might have been on Twitter.
Yes, I still the one. Yeah, seen different one.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll go.
It might be the same one. Yeah.
I never comment on anything on Twitter. Ugh.
No, the whole like things. You should check out whatever et al. And it was a tweet.
Yes, that was on Twitter. Yes. Cool. Okay. Next up, where are we going?
Now coming to the US special. Have we got any other non-US ones now?
No, we have. Well, so we're going to do YouTube, and then it's just all US. I mean, I guess it kind of is. So this story stumbled upon my feed this week. So YouTube have just recently taken down a channel whose only content was AI generated videos of women begging for their lives before being shot by a man. So somebody had gone on and used the Google AI to generate these videos, and the channel had racked up 200,000 views across all of its videos. Now, apparently, Google's AI should not be able to produce this kind of material. But guess what? The fucking trials that were in place were not sufficient to protect women from this kind of crap. So obviously, Google needs to sort its fucking shit out, because we cannot have this. This is not fringe AI or, weird little platforms that some dickhead in his mother's basement's created. This is the Google AI, and this is on YouTube, a public platform with billions of fucking users,
owned by Google.
But to the 200,000 people that watched these videos and wanted this kind of content, fuck you. That's all I have to say, is the biggest fuck you. I hope your pillow is never cold. I hope you stub your toe every time you walk around the house. Genuinely wish the most horrific things on you if this is the kind of shit that you want to go and watch. It's just the demand for it. People create shit all the time, but the demand for this content, go fuck yourselves. That's all I have to say. But Google eventually took it down. But do you think they've updated the AI tool sufficiently? Probably not.
It's not that important, is it?
They don't give a fuck. They don't care. No. They don't care. So yeah, this just horrific. This kind of shit pisses me off. Are you on LinkedIn, Michelle? Are you looking at the comments on LinkedIn?
Oh, so I was like, well, yeah, I'm on LinkedIn.
I mean, like right now, because we have LinkedIn user, because it doesn't come through, and I just wondered if you had it open, so I knew who that was that was commenting. It just on StreamYard. If you have your privacy settings on LinkedIn, it doesn't automatically pull your name and profile picture through onto StreamYard, where we're seeing the comments.
It's Deborah.
Deborah. Hey, Deborah. Yes, it is absolutely disgusting.
The video, I just laughed when I opened this. The video, the video, normally it does a little screenshot before, and I just look like, I look fed up, and you just like, so it's funny. It's, I mean,
it's probably about right, isn't it, that face?
Yeah, it's like, can I show you this thing without sort of like destroying things? Is that in the way?
I'm just about to see it. we're both just like, it's a mood.
It's a mood. This is kind of, this should be like literally a photo for the whole
yeah. Maybe we should update our pictures on the graphic to us just looking fed up.
Yes.
All right, Michelle, where are we going next?
Well, we're going to the US for a US special of fuckery. Yep. It's just been a week. Honestly, we just could have just played any news channel pretty much for the whole week. But we've had to pick out the bits that are slightly more sexist and misogynistic. So yeah. Where did I say we're going next? I've forgotten.
Well, should we go the Handmaid's Tale one? Because these are all linked, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because I feel like the other one is like we're growing. Okay.
In The Handmaid's Tale, when they used Tylenol to symbolize bad motherhood, and now the Trump admin is doing it. Watch this clip.
Today, he's at a job site in Quincy. He should be heading back. There's probably traffic. What kind of arrangements do you have to take care of your child if she has to stay home from school? How do you mean? If she's sick, I stay home with her, or my husband does. You have to miss work then? I miss work. Can I go be with my daughter? Did you medicate Hannah this morning to lower her fever? Sure, so once I gave her some Tylenol, did you medicate her to bypass the school's fever policy? She wouldn't have to miss work today? She was a little warm. She wasn't sick, so apparently she was. I understand, Mrs. Bankhole. We have busy lives. But children are so precious. We have to make certain that they are in a safe home environment with fit parents. I just have a few more questions, Mrs. Bakehole. Osborne, excuse me. My name, June Osborne.
This is showcasing that they think June is a bad mother because she gave her child Tylenol so that way her child's fever would come down instead of staying home and missing work. The same thing that other content creators are pointing out about pregnant women being able to work through their pregnancy, since acetaminophen is the only thing they can really use to deal with any pain during pregnancy and get through their shifts at work. It is now being painted that if you take Tylenol to keep working or to get to work as a woman, you're going to be considered a bad mother and you're not making the right choice for your child, apparently. Even though we know that they do not have proof for what they're saying, they haven't provided any proof, and this is just another way to blame stuff on women.
I think she said it all, really. She said it all.
Yep. Spot on. Absolutely spot on.
I was like, when I saw that, because I remember that clip from The Handmaid's Tale and just thought,
who knew when The Handmaid's Tale came out that we would, several years later, almost every day be able to pull clips from The Handmaid's Tale that were pretty much taken from what we're seeing now in the news.
It's like somebody like read the book or watched the series and thought, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Blueprint for a new society.
Yeah, Project 2025.
Yeah. But it's interestingly, on her video, the comments, a lot of people, obviously a lot of women agreeing with her, but a lot of people already saying, you know, you shouldn't be taking Tylenol, you shouldn't be, you know, giving it to your kids if they're a little bit warm. Like, you know, if your child does have a little bit of a fever, you should be staying home. Anyone that has raised small children, no, them kids, them kids will get, like, it's literally every fucking week where they might just feel a little bit warm and you give them a little bit of Calpol and they're fine. Like, if you are working, you cannot take time off work every time your child is a little bit warm. Like, it's insane how much they fluctuate and are perfectly fine.
It's bonkers. It's bonkers. And I've seen so many really, really funny, it's not funny, it's tragic, but funny memes around, you know, there's no link between paracetamol or Tylenol and autism, but there is a link between Donald Trump and released the Epstein files.
Yeah. I saw one woman say, oh, if they think Tylenol's bad for kids, wait till they find out about guns. And I'm like, they put all this energy into making up shit about Tylenol.
And where's Streeting and the our like most senior midwife have all had to come out and say nonsense. And we've got some reform people kind of like, oh, we don't know if this links. It's like, there are multiple examples. The World Health Organization had to come out and said they're talking nonsense. It's like,
our government's come out and said there's no link. This has been disproven. And Eve, like, we've got more coming on this because there's several things. He didn't just say one thing. It's several things.
It's amazing what they'll do to distract us from the files.
But I've seen multiple videos from women crying, really, like, devastated, feeling like, I could have prevented this. This is my fault, and which is exactly what it's designed to do. It's just another way of making women at fault.
But autism was discovered decades before paracetamol was in common use. So
but it's also, I think, on the flip side to that as well, it's reinforcing this idea that autism needs fixing or eradicating. And I think if you are a person that has autism, or if you're the parent of a child that has autism, and
I'm both.
I just don't know how that must feel.
It's
have
just,
autism
well,
be talked about in such a negative way, you know, and then to be told that you're to blame, something you did caused it.
It's like, but my dad's totally autistic, so how can I have done anything? You know what I mean?
have. There's definitely been some funny comments that I've seen. Like somebody posted a comment saying, "My mum, I only took Tylenol PM, so now I only have autism at night." And other ones saying, "My mum took the fast acting Tylenol, so now I only have like OCD autism." And yeah, it's so I like that people are trying to take the piss out of how ridiculous it is, but yeah, it's just horrific. And sticking with the same vein.
There's no downside to doing, other than a mother will have to, as I say, tough it out a little bit. There's no downside to doing this. It's not like, oh, if you do this, you're going to die. There's no downside. There's no downside to going over a 4-year or a 5-year period or a 3-year period, or even if you space them out for 6 months, you space it out. There's no downside.
You heard it here first. Women, just fucking suck it up. We don't care about your pain. We don't care about your pain.
Said the man who has been harping on about fucking escalator for 3 days.
Oh my God. This has given me life this week. This has given me pure joy.
And seeing
watching all
photographer press the button, I'm like,
watching him crash out. And yeah, that just gave. I've watched that clip so many times of him stepping on the escalator and then it just stopped. I just thank you to the guy that did that, however unintentionally. Thank you. But yeah, his this whole thing about, you know,
she just toughed it out, sweetheart. Walked up the fucking stairs.
Yeah, come on, women. Like you know, all that pain and suffering and discomfort that you experience during pregnancy, just fucking tough it out. But also, please, women, have more babies. Have more babies. We're not going to look
space them
after you,
out just 6 months apart as well. Just 6 months.
Yeah, just 6 months. I just 6 months. Obviously he doesn't know how women's bodies work. But yes, the just tough it out. Just tough it out. I made a post about this on LinkedIn because, you know, like somebody also brought to my attention a study that was funded by the Economic Health and Social Fund thing a couple of years ago, looking into the impact on male partners of women who have endometriosis. The whole study was looking at what's the impact on the men. And guess what? The biggest complaint was they weren't getting their pee-pee played with often enough, that it was impacting their sex lives. But you know what? I was like, maybe we should do more studies like this, because if it impacts men, maybe they'll actually start funding some proper solutions.
You know what? It's a win at the end of the day. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, because we know that
billions,
the medical research, medical funding will go into things that allow men to have more sex. You know, look at the fucking Viagra and shit. That medication started off to treat heart conditions, and then because one of the side effects was they found that men that couldn't get erections were then getting erections, they decided they just switched fucking tracks because they knew how much money they would make. So imagine if they could give women a solution for endometriosis, which would mean that their partners got more sex. There would be so much money plowed into it. So yeah, maybe I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm here for it. Actually, if we can find a link for all women's conditions to how they impact men in a negative way, this may be the key to unlocking all of that funding.
I think you have a point. I think you should go and present
Might
this.
be onto something there. Yeah. Okay. So we've been focusing on the wrong thing. We've been focusing on how it impacts women, and no one gives a fuck. So we just need to focus on how it impacts men, and then cha-ching, watch the money roll in.
There we go.
Ugh.
There we go.
Exhausting.
It is.
Oh, and sticking with it.
Hepatitis B, again, that's sexually transmitted. and we think you should wait. I think you should wait till 12. You know, I'm making these statements from me. I'm not making them from these doctors, because when they talk about, you know, different results, different studies, I talk about a lot of common sense, and they have that too. They have that too, a lot. But I recommend the hepatitis B. Take it at 12. Sexually transmitted. You don't have to give it to the baby when the baby's 2 years old, and there are a lot of theories on that, but not when they're 12. It's vaccines.
Do we miss off the formed, because that's when they're formed?
Yes. Yes. So he referred to, when he was talking about this in the longer clip, he talks about 12 when they're formed. I mean, there's so much wrong with this. Do you spot the bit in the middle though, where he says, "Oh, this, you know, the scientists have their views, and the scientists didn't say any of this." He admits in that clip that this is just his opinions on what he's seen in the research. He was like, "This isn't what the scientists are saying. This
There's
is just
somebody
what
in the
I
background. Yeah, don't stick to the script, Grandad."
You just, I don't know how it must feel for the actual scientists that are stood behind him, knowing that they can't say a fucking word, just listening to this drivel. But yeah, go ahead, Michelle. Tell us what you think about his opinion on this.
It's just the way he said formed, as in, you know, tell us.
Yeah.
You know, this is the thing about Jimmy Savile. When everything came out after he had died, it was like hiding in plain sight.
Mm.
You know, everyone suspected he was a wrong'un, but nobody did anything about it, and he was protected by all of the powerful men. And we're seeing it again. You know, what grown man would call a 12-year-old formed?
Yeah.
And we saw it again at I keep calling it the Charlie Kirk funeral / Nuremberg rally that happened as well, when he cuddled Erica and he did this like that face, like, you know, like, it was so bad. It was so bad. It's like,
it's horrific.
This woman, you know, whatever you think of her, this woman has lost her husband. And
he made,
like,
it was like a Lechy Leary face when he cuddled her, like, walk it in there. I literally just shivered.
It's like he is showing us, obviously he has, you know, Felice the lawyer is going to come out here, but he has been found liable for rape. There is lots of evidence around, you know, the birthday stuff. For Epstein, there's, you know, the links to when you're a famous person, you just grab them, and grabbing people by the pussy. He's telling us who he is, and we're just like, la 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 la.
Yeah. I mean, so many things that he said about his own daughters, for fuck's sake.
Oh, yes. Me and my daughter have one thing in common. It's sex. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's yeah. This thing, if it's sexually transmitted, then why 12? Because that's not the age of consent. But also, it's also contracted in other ways. It isn't only transmitted sexually. This is why it's given to children, because it can be transmitted through objects, surfaces, contact with other people's bodily fluids, just kissing people. It can be contracted in numerous ways. It can be transmitted from mother to child, which is another reason why the babies are vaccinated when they're young. It's
gross. It's all gross. It's all horrible.
He doesn't even know what it is and how it's transmitted. He should not be making statements.
Well, he couldn't say paracetamol, the American version of paracetamol, which he, you know, was going to do an entire press conference on. So,
yeah.
Yeah. And finally, what have we got?
So we have fucking far-right activists on Twitter saying shit about Democrats.
I want to point out that's not been laid out that honestly hurts my heart is when I saw the no votes, there were only 2 Caucasians. For the most part, the only people that voted no were people of color, because the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk continuously put out there was rhetoric that specifically targeted people of color. And so it is unfortunate that even our colleagues could not see how harmful his rhetoric was specifically to us. And one of the things I do.
So this is, if you don't know, this is Jasmine Crockett. She is a congresswoman in Texas, and she put a video out talking. She was interviewed and she talked about the vote. So there's a vote in Congress to honor Charlie Kirk in some way, and she believes that they shouldn't be honoring him as a government. She doesn't think that there should be that official honoring of him because of the harmful rhetoric. And she was just calling out the fact that only 2 of the people that voted against it were white, and everyone else voted for it. And this person, Laura Loomer, retweeted it saying, "It hurts my heart that we have ghetto black bitches who hate America serving in Congress." Now, Laura Loomer, she is a far-right activist. She has a huge platform. And this is how she chose to talk about a woman that she doesn't like and doesn't agree with. And then yesterday, Trump said this.
Jasmine Crockett. Remember what I said? Is she a relation to the late, great Davy Crockett? I don't think so. Jasmine Crockett, let me tell you, before you even ask, she's a very low IQ person. I mean, if we ever had to pass an aptitude test, that's the one should take one, because she shouldn't even be in the crowd. So I have no idea what you're going to, but I don't think we should waste our time. This is a low IQ person who I can't even believe is a congressperson. Between her and Ilhan Omar and the group. You know, I met the head of Somalia. Did you know that? And I suggested that maybe he'd like to take her back, and he didn't want her. He said, "I don't want her." Okay, what else?
Ha 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 ha.
It's just fucking disgusting. So if you don't know who she is, I'm going to give you a little rundown of Jasmine Crockett. So she is the daughter of a reverend. She was born in Mississippi. She is American. Her parents are American. She identifies as African American. She went to college. She has a law degree. She passed the bar. She worked as a criminal lawyer and public defender before starting her own law firm, which took pro bono cases for Black Lives Matter. She was co-chair of the Harris-Walz campaign and is an elected member of Texas Congress since 2023. What a stunning career she has had for a low IQ person.
All projection.
And it's fucking disgusting that the president of the United States would be speaking about a member of Congress. Like, if you don't agree with somebody, this is what he does though. You know, you don't agree with somebody who's political, they're on the other side, you see them as the enemy, whatever. There's not another president that would have spoken about their other parties in the way.
But he said that at the Nuremberg rally thing. He said, like, you know, Charlie forgives his enemies and he loves his enemies. I don't.
Yeah, he's like, I hate them. I don't wish the best for them.
I don't. Yeah. So that was that.
Everyone laughing when he's saying all of this, and the Somalia comment as well is that's just pure fucking racist.
Well, he's just like, let's be racist and then be more racist and then misogynistic. So yeah.
And Laura just smacks the sour grapes to me, because she did try it out. It just sounds like cheerleading tryouts. She calls herself an investigative journalist on her Twitter, but as far as I can see, I can't find any actual press credentials. So she isn't a member of the Associated Press.
she's just a friend of that lot, and just amplifies. And
she did campaign for a place in Congress, but she lost. And even though she has been one of Trump's most vocal supporters right from day one, his advisors, he considered hiring her. His advisors discouraged him from doing that because she was too extreme even for him. And they were like, we don't think that's a good idea. So yeah, Jasmine Crockett, I don't know if you've seen her. She's amazing. She's amazing. You see her in Congress when she speaks and she claps back at people. And I love her. I think she's amazing. And this is how they want to talk about her. So they can, yeah, Laura Loomer and Trump both get in the fucking bin.
Yeah. So it's been an American shit show this week.
And Jasmine has just kept her silence, about that. She is quite prolific on Twitter and does like to call things out. But she has taken all this with dignity and grace because she knows it's beneath her. But yeah, that really fucked me off this week.
So Kamala Harris is on her book tour as well at the moment.
She's had some protesters, hasn't she?
Well, yeah. It's like, well, why are you protesting me? I can't do anything about it. I'm a private citizen.
Yeah, should have voted me in if you wanted me to do something about it.
And it's just like, I told you what would happen.
Now.
I know. It's like, I told you what would happen.
She's literally had the biggest I fucking told you so in the last few months. She hasn't done it. Other people have done it. Other people have taken clips from the debates while she was running where she talked about what would happen if Trump got in. So she hasn't had to say, I fucking told you so.
I think she has been kind of insinuating a lot of that this week. Even Obama's, Barack Obama's been talking.
Oh yeah, he's had some shit to say.
Yeah, and then Gavin Newsom as well, who I continuously love and follow on Twitter because it just you need some hope and japes and laughter when dealing with this horror show that we are all being subjected to. Because of course, Trump last year was saying they're eating the cats and the dogs, and now Farage is saying they're eating the swans. So they're not eating them.
I think somebody even commented that on my post this morning. We need to get rid of these kids because they're all eating the fucking swans. It was a joke. I also saw a video this morning. It's a fake video of this guy who's like professing to be the CEO of Tylenol, announcing a new brand of Tylenol without the tism. It's brilliant. If you want to have just a little bit of a giggle, because we do have to laugh at this stuff, even though it's fucking dangerous. We're not saying it's not, but I do think sometimes you need to remind yourself that it is ridiculous. And so I enjoy it when people make humorous content about it because it's clearly fucking stupid.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and we have a FAFO. Yeah, can't send you off feeling sad. We do have a FAFO. So if you've been on this before, we have covered the libel case of Noel Clarke. So Noel Clarke is an actor, TV presenter, and a bunch of accusations were made about him from various different women. The Guardian published, and so they did go to the police. The police felt that a crime had not been committed and did not want to press charges. So the Guardian wrote an article talking about these accusations. He then sued them for libel, and a few weeks ago lost the libel case because the judge felt that the women. He believed the women, believed they were telling the truth. He believed the Guardian printed what it believed was the truth and had enough research and had it checked and like the tires kicked and felt that, there wasn't a case for libel. So he lost the court case and obviously he has to pay all the court costs and stuff from the damages. And on this week, he's been arrested. He's been arrested for their crimes because as part of the libel case, the Guardian had to bring out all of its evidence that obviously it hadn't put in the article, but it had to show all of this evidence to prove that it hadn't made shit up and that it had done its due diligence.
Whatever that word is.
Say it. And because obviously all the evidence then came out, the police looked at it and went, oh, we think a crime was committed.
It's like, thank you, Guardian, for doing all of our work for us.
Yes, so obviously the police should have just fucking done its own fucking investigation before dismissing it in the first place. But yes, so if he had have just kept his fucking mouth shut, knowing that he did wrong, if he just kept his fucking mouth shut and hadn't brought the libel case, all of that evidence wouldn't come out. The police wouldn't now be considering pressing charges against him. So
watch this space.
Yeah. So I'm very happy.
You are so happy about this, aren't you?
I know. I love it. I love seeing a sex pest getting their comeuppance. What's the word? Accused sex pest. But yes, so he's now been arrested. I love that. I love that for him. So yeah, watch the space. Maybe we'll get some more updates.
Yep. My news has been just America all week, which
it's so much. I think we had like just 3 different videos just on that speech, but there was just so much to cover. We couldn't do it all in one.
#shitshow.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for this week. That's it for this week, for this episode. Obviously, because the way the universe works, the second we come off this, there will be a whole bunch more. Michelle will be sharing. We'll be sharing with each other in the DMs.
Getting text off me. It's like, is this going to be fun? Is this going to be traumatic? I don't know.
Yeah, she said. I sent Michelle a voice note last week. I was like, every time I see that you've sent me something, I'm like, is this going to ruin my day or is this going to make me laugh? Because it's like it's either the cutest messages, we just tell each other how amazing we think each other are, or it's this shit. And we don't even half the time we just there's no context. We just send a link to the article or to the piece. So we're just like, fuck, what's this going to be?
I know,
sometimes
it's going to be
like,
funny. Is this going to be horrific?
Yeah, sometimes it's cute. Sometimes it's scary, like the 150-year-old dog video that I sent this week.
Yeah, I was like,
Leader.
have I had nightmares about the dog? Yes, I probably have.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok. There's this woman that has this dog called Leader, and it's an old dog. I think it's like 18 years old. And she does these videos like, Leader, and mommy loves you. And the comments, this dog looks like it's seen some things. Like it's already like this dog looks like it's already decomposing. But it is the funniest fucking thing. And the comments just have given me life. It's just made me laugh. My sense of humor is questionable.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's it. Thank you to everybody who's joined and commented. We love you.
Yes, everyone's on YouTube now. How exciting.
I know. I feel like we just sent everybody over to you. Maybe we should start putting it in the event description saying you can join on YouTube if you want to say some shit you can't say on LinkedIn.
Yeah, there is that.
Yes, so we automatically go live on both now every week. So we will see you.
You found the button.
We'll see you either on LinkedIn or YouTube next Friday at 10:30. And then the week after, we have a little surprise for you.
Yeah.
On that one. So that's what, Friday the 9th?
9th, yeah.
Yeah. So is it 10th?
I have no idea.
Whatever that Friday is.
According to the calendar. It is the 10th. Yes, it is the 10th. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Fabulous. All right. Well, have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.